Hello guys, welcome back to Cheap Motoring TV. Just a quick one. I know this is only our second video, but I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone that subscribed and viewed the first video. We got 1,000 views on, 1,100 views on our first video and 20 subscribers. And I just want to say a massive thank you. When I started this video last week, I never thought in a million years people would want to watch it, let alone 1,000 people and then 20 subscribers. I mean, we're nowhere near the heights of high peak autos and shifting metal and whatnot, but we are getting there. We're only at the start, you know. Hopefully one day we can reach those heights. So what do we have here? We have my 2003 Avensis. Now, this is this prime Banganomics? Well, let's take a look. This is probably going to go to the scrapyard in the sky at the end of the week because the MOT runs out, and as you can see there, bumper's hanging off. Lovely. Side repeater is defective. We've got two-tone paint there. The paint's gone. Obviously the tyres and whatnot. Tyres are all good, to be fair. The odd scuff there. Paint's going on the rear bumper as well. And the famous fuel door. You do not know how many times in the past 6 months I've been told my fuel door's open. Yes, I am well aware the fuel door's open because look. I have been very lucky though, guys, because these days the price of fuel, I'm very lucky no one has tried to siphon the fuel in the night. See, that's why putting £20 a time in it makes perfect sense. And then again the bumper there with my handy repair. So what is Banganomics? Well, Banganomics is this simply. When I bought this car 6 months ago, online auction, BCA, it was £600. It had 6 MOT obviously till next week, so 7 months MOT at the time. Now it's a bit rough, do excuse the mess. Headline in there, second down, do excuse that as well. 7 months MOT, £600, and this car has taken me, well, it's taken me 5,000 miles exactly. It's on 65k now, and out of personal preference, I've had to put 2 gas struts on the boot because the boot wasn't holding. It was kept falling down every time you opened it, which made the weekly shop very fun indeed, very interesting. But yeah, £20 on boot struts, and I've topped the oil up once in 5,000 miles. It's genuinely took me everywhere, and for £600 it even has working aircon. Working aircon, would you believe? 22 years old, £600, and the aircon is ice cold. Really is lovely. But I've been doing this for some time now, Banganomics. It's just, there's no right or wrong. I know a lot of people out there, they get you know, you can buy a car on a free 5-year finance deal, on a lease deal. Brand new car every 3 or 5 years. There's nothing wrong with that, but there is a lot to be said for owning a cheap asset. £600 over 7 months works out. Obviously, it's less than £100 a month motoring. It's really cheap, and I own this asset. I can weigh it in. I think online scrap will give me £250, he said, for this, so I'm getting £250 back. I've had 6-7 months motoring out of it, and it's took me everywhere, and it's not even that bad on fuel as well for petrol. The trip computer's saying it's doing 49.9 to the gallon. It regularly sees 50 on a run. It drives spot on. It really does drive nice. It's only got the 2 electric windows. It is proper shed motoring, and this is I'd say this is an exception to the rule. The old Avensis petrol. Obviously there's a lot of cheap cars out there that will cost you 6 or 7, will cost you the same amount again just to keep them on the road. But this has been absolutely perfect. It really has for the money. I'd do it all over again. It's been perfect. I was half tempted to put another MOT on this and run it again for another 6 months, but we're just going to get rid and onto the next one, really put that money back into the business, buying and selling more cheap cars. I wouldn't, even though it has been spot on for me, it really has. I haven't touched it. I've put oil in it in 5,000 and that's it. It's been it's been great. It's never let me down. It's took me to Derby on a few occasions. It's took me up to Chorley with an engine crane in the back, weighed a ton. Yeah, it's took me up to Chorley a few times, Manchester a couple of times. It's been spot on, but I would not want to retail something like this just because it is rough on the bodywork, and with building obviously LP Autos as a car sales, and I want to obviously establish the brand and whatnot, so I want to be known for, yes, cheap motoring, but cleaner motoring than this, really. Nice small cheap cars with history, with a good background. This unfortunately doesn't have history. This is something you've got to be aware of, really. So this was sold with a service book with 6 stamps in the book. Great, I thought it's got some history. 60k, low mileage for a 22-year-old car, very low indeed. When the car got dropped off and I checked the history, yes, it was Toyota history, but it was for a Toyota Hilux on an O2 plate. So that's something you've got to be wary of when you're on these online auctions, you know, the likes of the service history and whatnot. It's just a case of don't always take it as given, really. But yeah, it's been spot on, yeah. And as I say, we won't be retailing or selling something like this on. We'll just get out of it, scrap it, get our money out of it, and pump it back into either prepping our current stock, the 207 and the Note, or put it towards new stock, another small cheap car, first car for someone, in and out, nice and easy. And we can, keep the business going like that. We probably will get another runner, and this is hopefully the start of the Banganomics series as well. We've got something a little bit special in store for you guys. Hopefully, we've got another Banganomics car that we will be filming with very soon. I just need to get a GoPro so we can go for a drive in it and see what it's all about, because that's going to be something very different. Indeed, but I'll keep that under wraps for now. As I say, yeah, Banganomics. Again, it's entirely up to you. Do you spend the money each month on a finance or a lease deal, or do you put a set amount aside and own the asset? It's cheap motoring. When we say cheap motoring, this is it. £600, 6 months, and we're going to get £250 back out of it, hopefully, for scrap. If we did need to service it and whatnot, the bits are going to be cheap, aren't they? You know, oil and a filter for it are going to be really cheap. So this is it. It's entirely up to you. But this is, as I say, I've done Banganomic motoring now. I've been driving 13 years, and I'd say most of that has been Banganomics, cheap cars, owned cheaply, and the assets mine at the end of the day. I've got a car at the end of it. There's no interest to pay, there's no leases to pay. I own the asset, so that's it, really. We do have more content as well. We filmed with the 207, started filming with that, and hopefully that video's getting edited at the end of this week. Hopefully we've got an editor on board as well for future videos, so there is ideas in the pipeline, guys, but we need this to take traction, really. We need more subscribers and more views, so it can sustain itself, really, and we can bring you more antics from the car game, more of my driveway purchases. Gonna hopefully get back into that, purchasing cars off driveways, something I've done a fair bit in the past but haven't done recently because I've been busy at the auctions. So hopefully more weird and wonderful things off driveways, and I'll talk you through my thinking and my process with doing that. But once again, guys, thanks for your support and your subscriptions, and if you want to see more Banganomics, more driveway buys and more auction antics, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. Thanks very much now, bye bye.